good hurdlers, but it doesn't mean they're going to make chasers.
No.
In his case, he's got that background in points, he's got the pedigree. He's not particularly tall either, but he's got some substance to him. He's quite sturdy, so I'm not worried about his physique as a chasing type. And he looks the pick of the Neville pair, and he does, admittedly, he looks the pick of the two chasing newcomers.
And back to 2 miles for Garde Champ. He's got winning form here over hurdles, and his sole chase win came here. Back to 2 miles.
Do you not get the feeling, though, you could run him over 4 miles and you might get the same sort of outcome to races? Just quick nod to Speed Davis. He looks like he's going to get on with it. That's what he tended to do over hurdles. I thought he could outrun his odds. He's the outsider of the field, but I thought there were a few things, including his appearance and certainly the stable form lately, to think he might make a better fist of chasing than the market's making us believe.
Yeah, his course win came over 2 miles. Garde Champ, it's 2.5 this afternoon. That is that familiar starting point. They're just under 2 circuits ahead of them. It's the first chase of the day with Gareth.
And they're off for the Auto Services Perth supporting Dundee Bairns Novices Limited Handicap steeplechase over 2.5 miles. And they're due to be jumping 15 fences. Chase debutant Speed Davis in the lilac silks along the inside will be one of the first to take off at the opening fence, at which in rear Byron Hill wasn't all that tidy across, but they've all landed safely. And right-handed now out towards the back straight. And the first of their open ditches will be obstacle number 2. Speed Davis up the inside of Lightkeeper, tracked in third by the favourite King Rowley, yellow with the black diamonds on the sleeves. Then in the stars Frisbee as they come over the open ditch. Garde Champ follows, and again Byron Hill just lacking fluency, certainly not as good as those in front of him, as they now head to the third. This will be Plain and taking over Lightkeeper. Jumped that well, and rather cautious across it in rear. Byron Hill has lost further ground. Making the run down the far side of the track, and it is Lightkeeper for jockey Sean Bowen and trainer Gordon Elliott, who won our first race today. They're bidding for a quick double here. Lightkeeper on now towards fence number 4 with a 4 to 5 length lead over Speed Davis in second. Keelan Woods is only right here this afternoon. Jumping it in third is King Rowley. A last time out course scorer, went ahead of several of these. Frisbee is next, and then Garde Champ. And to the outside, Byron Hill, perhaps warming to the task a little more now as they race on into the home straight and square up to the second of the ditches. And Lightkeeper jumped it big and bold. Must have about an 8-length buffer now over in second place at Speed Davis, then King Rowley, Frisbee, Garde Champ and Byron Hill. Fence number 6 will be Plain. The Irish challenger Lightkeeper over that safely to King Rowley, who's now moved second, in front of in third at Speed Davis. Then in fourth, Frisbee, as they cross the fence, which will be the last next time. And the last 2 to land were Garde Champ and Byron Hill. Just over a circuit left to travel in what is our first steeplechase event of the afternoon here at Perth. And now they head to the water jump, taken right in front of the stands. Lightkeeper will have a 3-length lead crossing it. In third place, Speed Davis landed rather back legs first, was a little flat-footed on landing as they now make the right-handed turn out towards the far side of the track once again. And through halfway now, Lightkeeper and the champion jockey Sean Bowen by around about 3 lengths over King Rowley. And Sean's younger brother James racing in second. Then in third, Speed Davis as they cross this one. Then in fourth, Frisbee in front of Garde Champ. And finally, Byron Hill just ridden away on the landing side by Henry Brook, but keeps in touch with the other runners. And there's only around about 8 lengths covering them all now as they run into the final mile of the journey. And now on to the third of the 4 open ditches. Lightkeeper then, who took it up at a fairly early stage, jumps that well from King Rowley, who was much more fluent than Speed Davis, who gave that a bit of a clout in third. and has now been overtaken by Frisbee. Gare des Champs follows, and Byron Hill a bit detached in rear. Good there, Light Keeper, better than King Rowley in all truth. And again, Byron Hill rather sluggish at the out in front. King Rowley, though, closing to win. Good late work is back in third. And then Frisbee. It's a right old battle here as they run into the concluding stages. Near side King Rowley, but Light Keeper's digging deep. Light Keeper and King Rowley, they're head to head into the final 50 yards. And Light Keeper saw him off. Light Keeper beats King Rowley. A double for Bowen and Elliott. With back in behind them, Gare des Champs. And fourth, Frisbee.
It's a quick fire double, wasn't it, for the pair? Sean Bowen and Gordon Elliott. Lightkeeper beats King Rowley, ridden by James Bowen, so the Bowens first and second in the saddle. Gare des Champs finishes third. Frisbee in fourth place. What was, you were looking at a stat after the first race win? Was it about his career wins?
Yeah, by track.
And he's up. This place is up there.
Third with well, prior today I guess it was 87, so it's 89 now at Perth. 32%, highest strike rate of any course in the top dozen or so at which he's taken rides, and he's taken them everywhere, hasn't he? He's ridden every single jumps track. But this is third on the list behind Utoxeter, and to say we at Perth don't race as often as those other tracks, it does. Yes, it's a reflection of the fact that maybe the field sizes here can be make for slightly less competitive racing, and not tons of trainers from the south make the journey up. But let's not talk over this finish, because this is two brothers at the very top of their game. One riding for the father, one riding for Gordon Elliott, the leading course trainer, and they were head to head, hammer and tongs throughout the final stages. So the form from last time was key, but it's just been reversed. Yeah, it's been turned on its head.
So they were last time the first three met. They were what were they? They were first, second, and third. And today they've finished third, second, and first. That order, if you know what I mean. It's twisted round.
Yeah, that's right. You needed a Mensa application just
to be fair, the third on that occasion over course and distance has turned the form round by a considerable margin. I mean, Gare des Champs was only beaten ahead last time by Rolly Pole. He's beaten further today.
Yeah, he was off the bridle a bit earlier than normal as well.